AP literary terms, bane of our existence as AP students. Don't worry, I'm here. You can trust me. I'm in a suit. First AP term that we're going to cover today is called a homily. And a homily is a sermon which offers encouragement or moral correction, usually following the end of some scripture reading. One of the most well-known homilies of our time is Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God by Jonathan Edwards. One of the lines from this well-known sermon is, "So 'tis easy for us to cut or singe a slender thread that anything hangs by, thus easy is it for God, when he pleases, to cast his enemies down to hell." So yeah, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God is not the most happy homily that there is. But since it's kind of bad and attacks people in a certain way, it's a good segue to our next literary term, an invective. Now, an invective is any speech or writing which attacks or insults a subject or person. So this one's fun. An example of this can be found in Edward Lear's A Letter to Lady Strachey. So in this letter to Lady Strachey, Lear writes, "A vile, beastly, rotten-headed, fool-begotten, brazen-throated, pernicious, piggish, screaming, tearing, roaring, perplexing, spit-me-crackle, crash-me-criggle, insane ass of a woman is practicing howling below stairs with a brute of a singing master so horribly that my head is nearly off." If you ever want to insult someone, talk to Edward Lear, I guess, because he knows how to do it and in a really classy way. Our next literary term is called a syllogism. Some of you may have heard of it, but I can't remember what this thing is for the life of me, so it's in here. A syllogism is a type of reasoning where a conclusion is drawn from two assumptions which have one common subject matter that connects them. So this is like the joke, like all fire trucks are red. Red is communism, therefore fire trucks represent communism. I don't know. A more classy example of this is from John Donne in his Elegy to the Anagram, where he writes, "All love is wonder if we justly do, account her wonderful, why not lovely too?" So in that, he's pretty much saying all love is wonder, and if you love this lady, she has to be wonderful. So yeah, anything where it connects two things, anything where it says A equals B and B equals C, therefore A equals C, that's a syllogism, pretty much. Next thing. All right, so our next term is called a Bildungsroman. A Bildungsroman is a story in which the main protagonist undergoes a great mental growth as the story progresses. So pretty much any good story, I guess, is a Bildungsroman, but a pretty obvious example is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Starting off the book, Huck is a completely different person from where he is at the end of the book. So it's considered a Bildungsroman because the character undergoes great mental growth. It doesn't always have to be positive, though. It's just as long as the character gets from point A to point B, it's a Bildungsroman. Oh, I'm so tired. Alright, so our last one is called a synecdoche. I gotta look up how to say this. Okay, so our last one is pronounced synecdoche. Sure, that sounds right. So a synecdoche is when a part of something is used to represent the whole, or the whole is used to represent the part. So like referring to business people as suits because they always wear suits, so you call them suits. Or when you call soldiers boots because they're always wearing boots, boots and suits. But a more formal example of this can be found in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner. The western wave was all aflame, the day was nigh done. So in that, the synecdoche is the western wave representing all of the ocean, because the wave is a small part of the ocean which gets used to represent the whole expansive ocean as one thing. So yeah, that's the 5 terms. I'm pretty confident that we're all going to pass this AP test because... Alright, well, I hope this wasn't as painful to watch as it was me making it. So, yeah.